Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Wow, week 12 already. Time flies so fast it seems, except at times when you're kind of feeling a bit uncomfortable or even in pain. So I had a little bit of that this week, so I'll talk about that in a minute and what I did to help me. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel again. It really means a lot to me. And if it's your first time here and you don't know who I am, I'm Corinna. I'm a singer and artist in Hong Kong. I'm also a wife, I'm a lover of Jesus, and now I'm a new mom. And this series is all about my first pregnancy, and I'm filming as I go. So things that I experience, things I learn, problems I have, I just want to share with you guys. But before we get into any more of the video, I just want to say I'm not a doctor or medical practitioner. I'm not a professional in that field. And also, every woman's body is different, every baby is different. So please talk to your own doctor about what is best for you and your baby and how to solve the medical problems that you have. But I know that when we share what we experience, I hope that it will be an inspiration, maybe give you some new things to think about and be able to help you on your journey as well. Also, please, if there's things that you would like to introduce to me, share with me, things that you found have helped you, I really need to learn a lot more. So please leave your questions or advice and things that have helped you in the comments below. I'd love to get to know you there. And remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of the videos coming up. And if you like this video, or if you don't like it, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. I'd like to hear from you, and if you have any comments or advice for what I can do better, I'd love to hear that as well. Anyways, so week 11 just passed, and what happened? Let's get into it now. So this week's video will be quite a lot shorter than last week's, and one reason is because last week's one was sharing from before getting pregnant all the way up to the beginning of week 11, and this time I'm only sharing about this 1 week. And another reason why it's going to be short is because this week I've only just started to really wake up. And what I mean is, like, before I was so tired. One of my symptoms was I was so exhausted and sleeping all the time. But this week I started to get a bit more energy. I mean, I still need to sleep a lot, but not quite as much, like having to take the whole afternoon to nap or even one day to sleep all day. I maybe just nap like a few hours or something now. So I have a lot more energy. And one thing that I have started to do this week and that I really recommend is to educate myself. I've started firstly by watching different YouTube videos, especially by other ladies who are sharing their experience and what's helped them, how they prepared. And it's really given me a lot of ideas and a lot of things I didn't know. I found it really helps me to know what to expect and also to know what's normal. Because sometimes if you experience things that are uncomfortable, you can get really worried. But if you know, oh, that's normal, it makes you feel okay about it. And also there's a lot of different ways to help yourself through different problems. So it's really helped me. I think one important thing is to prepare myself. And I think being prepared will be one thing that will take away a lot of the stress and help me to be able to enjoy the whole process even more. A lot of the girls shared that too. So I want to thank them all for sharing. And actually that's given me a lot more motivation this time to share with you guys what I'm experiencing and learning. Just because this week I've learned so much from others, and I want to thank them so much for what they've shared. So thank you so much. It's really been a help to me. One thing, since I'm more awake this week, I started to do more stretching and exercises. And one reason is, because of my background as a dancer, I just love to stretch and exercise. But another reason is because a lot of the ladies in the videos that I watched, they also shared that exercise is so important during pregnancy. It helps you during the whole pregnancy to feel better, both mental awakeness and also with your muscles and sleeping better, all sorts of things, but also during the birth itself. So after hearing that, I was like, wow, I really better start doing more stretching. So I've been doing that this week, starting to do some stretching, and muscle exercises at home and starting to watch more videos of other ladies and what has helped them, what you should and shouldn't do. I'm still in the process of trying things out and learning, so I hopefully when I find what really works for me, later on I can do a video to share with you. But that is one big thing this week that I've started to put into my schedule. The only other thing that I want to share with you this time is last night. And what happened was after dinner I started to get a real bad pain right here. I had to sit down on the couch. I had to curl up before it felt better. If I was like out straight, then it would be even more painful. I don't really know why. The only thing that I really ate different yesterday maybe was having some soda water, the type without any sugar or anything added. And I went online to check if soda water is okay for pregnant women. I didn't see anything. If it isn't okay, let me know. So I don't know if it was that or something else, but anyways, I know that different ladies just sometimes react to different things when they're pregnant. And something that I ate made me feel really bad. It was like about 8 p.m. that I started feeling bad. And after a while, Eddie saw that, wow, it's not going away. He came and he started rubbing kind of like my upper stomach here in a small circle, and also massaging the muscles out here. This is where it felt really painful, here and here. And that really helped. I mean, that's what my mom used to do when I was sick when I was young, like she'd rub my whole tummy. But this time it felt like it was just here. And that helped, but it still didn't go away. It still was really painful. And after a while it started coming up into my breasts. And my breasts are really painful too. I was like, oh dear. And when I, tried to stand up to go to the bathroom, wow, it was so painful. Oh, it became even more painful. I had to either crawl or walk really hunched up to go to the bathroom. And I went to bed, but I had to stay all curled up on my side. And Eddie came and he did these circles again, which really helped. I felt like when he was doing this that there were like some bubbles or air moving around. But what really helped was when he thought to try and help me maybe get my blood moving, and he kind of like massaged me all the way up from here all the way up my arms, and it really helped. Really started to release the pain. And as he did that, it was kind of like a sideward bend, and I'll show you what I did. But after feeling him do that, I was like, oh, I wonder if that kind of stretch will help me. And so I started stretching on the bed, but I was like staying curled up, but stretching out to the side with my arm out and stretching out all the muscles, especially going backwards to the side. It was stretching out all the muscles on my chest and my arm all the way up to here. And at the same time, though my stomach was still staying all curved up, but it was twisting it. And that twisting, I could feel all the bubbles moving. It's kind of like the bubbles are able to move out. And I started to do some pop-offs, which helped, and it started to feel better. I stretched both sides. After doing that, wow, it was so much better. I could finally start to straighten out a little bit more. And I stretched both sides again. And after that, yeah, it pretty much went away. That stretching really helped. So that was like 2 a.m. It stopped hurting and I could go to sleep again. So that was a bit tiring, but Eddie was wonderful because I couldn't do the dishes or anything, I couldn't do anything around the house. He had to do it all, and I was glad at 2 a.m. when it stopped so I could go and brush my teeth and get ready for bed. So that was my experience last night, but it was good to know that pregnant women do experience things like this, and that's why I was so glad that just this week I watched other YouTube videos and heard other ladies sharing similar experiences, so that I kind of knew that, oh, okay, so this is kind of normal. Tomorrow, we are going to have our second ultrasound, which I'm really excited about because our first one was 7 weeks, and so now it's already week 12. So baby's going to be a lot bigger. I don't know what kind of features we'll be able to see. Share that with you later. And also we're going to have some blood tests. And yeah, I'll share more in depth about blood tests later there to help check, if there's any problems with the baby, as well as be able to check whether it's a boy or a girl. So it'll be a while till we get the results back, but I'm really excited about that. So that's tomorrow. And yeah, so thank you for joining me for the beginning of week 12 and what happened in week 11. And I'll be back and sharing with you what happened in the next week with you soon. See you in the next video.